In this video, I'm going to assemble the Comgrow 3D printer enclosure and install my Elegoo Neptune 3 Pro 3D printer inside of it to show you how well it works. The Comgrow 3D printer enclosure box is plain and nondescript. Let's see what's in the box. They include some cloth gloves because the enclosure is made of silicone-coated fiberglass, and although the exterior is silicone-coated, the interior is bare fiberglass cloth, and the gloves will protect your hands from itching due to contacting the fiberglass cloth. In use, it seems to not be an issue, so you won't need to wear the gloves each time you use the enclosure. These are the plastic corner pieces that the stainless tubing fits into. There are 4 different lengths of stainless tubing, and they are labeled P, H, L, and W. P is the longest and most common, and one piece is used for each section. H is the same length as P and is used in the vertical sections. L is the third longest and is used for the length or depth, and W is the shortest and used for the width. Here, a P and W piece are attached on one side of the plastic corner to make the width, and P and L are attached on the other side to make the length. Here another P and L tube are connected to make the length and inserted into the second plastic corner. Connect another P and W tube and attach plastic corner pieces to the end, then slide those onto the other tube ends to form the base of the enclosure frame. Stand the base on edge and press down firmly on all the corners to make sure they are properly seated. Now it's time for the vertical pieces. Take a P tube and put the larger end into each plastic corner piece. Then take an H tube and insert onto the narrow end of the P tube. Now we're ready to make the top, which will be the same as the base we made before. Take a P tube and insert the wide end into a plastic corner bracket. Then take an L tube and insert it onto the narrow end of the P tube. Repeat those steps to make the other side. Then take a P tube and insert the W tube onto the narrow end. Do this twice. And take the remaining plastic corner brackets and put them on the ends of the long L tubes. Insert the P and W tubes into the plastic corner brackets already attached to the P and L tubes. Now that the top is finished, it can be attached to the top of the frame. Press down firmly on all the corners to make sure that they are properly seated. Rotate the frame to the other sides and press down again on the corners to seat them. It's important that all the tubes and corner pieces are fully seated to allow the cover to fit over without needing to be stretched. Unfold the cover and unzip it to open the flap. Find the bottom and place the bottom over the frame first. Flip the frame over with the cover on it. Stretch the cover over each corner of the frame. Zip the cover closed and the assembly is done. The door has some Velcro near the bottom, and there's some mating Velcro on top of the cover. This is intended to keep the door held open, but I don't really find it necessary. The zippers appear to be of good quality, and hopefully they will be durable. There are some Velcroed access flaps on the sides and the back. The largest ones are on the sides and have about a 4-inch square opening. The smallest is on the rear and appears to be well suited for a power cord. There are also some small side pockets for tool storage. Here's my Elegoo Neptune 3 Pro inside the enclosure. It's a perfect fit for this printer. There's enough space around the printer for the cables and access. The filament roll rubs slightly on the top, but it shouldn't be an issue. Although the enclosure is made of fiberglass, it's so thin that it won't offer much insulation value. It would be nice if the enclosure was quilted like a down jacket or had a layer of insulation inside. Regardless, it still stays significantly warmer inside than out. The vinyl window has a lot of creases and it makes it difficult to see inside. I find myself unzipping and opening the door if I want to be able to see any of the details of how the printing process is progressing. Overall, it's a good enclosure with a sturdy stainless steel frame. The only improvements I would like to see are thicker insulation and a rigid door that is easier to see through.